Hey, what is going on? Hope you guys are having an amazing week. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. It's Friday, so let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about PlayStation Stars. It is officially ended now, which is very sad because it actually was a good service that, if I'm being honest, I think most of the PlayStation crowd actually was actually using. I think majority of people that had it, they were using it. They were actually earning points. They were spending it, which honestly, man, it is sad that they, again, another reward program that PlayStation has made or Sony has made, mainly PlayStation has made, that they have shut down. I mean, honestly, there's like three of them, I believe, or two. I can't remember. I don't know what the third one was, but I know it was something. I think the third one included something with platinum trophy. No, you know what? No, that was Sony Rewards. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest. This was actually a good service for what it was. I think it was way more better than. Here's what I'll say. It definitely was much more like it ran much more smoothly than PlayStation Rewards because the app was awful. The website was okay at times, but honestly, man, it just wasn't much engagement there because PlayStation Stars started up in 2013, 2012, let's say, and most people started seeing PlayStation Stars when they bought a PS4 in 2013. I saw it. If you bought anything on the PSN store, whether it be if you bought movies, TV shows, remember back then when PlayStation actually would sell TV shows and movies and stuff like that on the PSN store. If you bought those, it would say double points, meaning 3 times the points. So say if you bought something that was $50, you'd get double that. So basically 100 points would go towards it. And actually it would rack up over time. I would say that was the one cool thing, is that when you're buying stuff, you don't really notice. But the only issue is that you forget about Sony Rewards. So you won't even realize you possibly have like thousands of points waiting there, but because of like how, because most people don't know what the hell Sony Rewards was. I didn't know what it was. So when I finally made one, I saw what it was. I had over, I would say close to the first time, I would say like around 2,000 points, 2,000, maybe even 3,000 points, I remember. And I was like, what can I do with this? And I went and saw it. You could literally buy, on the Sony Rewards thing, you could buy TVs, cameras, you could buy anything Sony accessories like Walkmans and stuff like that. Like they even had a PlayStation credit card, which honestly I thought was pretty cool. I mean, I like the designs for their credit cards, but they're pretty. I thought it was pretty interesting. But if you Sony Rewards, if I'm gonna be honest, the main purpose was for people to buy that PlayStation credit card, meaning to enlist with that credit card. If you had that credit card, you would basically be getting thousands upon thousands of points. If you stay at a hotel and you use that credit card, you get like 11,000 points every night. So like you're still paying money, right? You're still paying like 400 a night or whatever it might have been. As long as you use that card and pay it off and everything, you're gonna need points. And I remember if you spent like $100 on the store or whatever it was, I believe it was a place in the store, with that credit card, you get like a $50 PSN card back as well. So it was actually really interesting. Now, when I saw it, obviously, there's no way in hell I was ever able to get 75,000 points or 80,000 points for like the OLED TVs, etc. What it was, because at the time OLED, or just those new Sony Bravia TV at the time. So most people, I saw people actually cashing on that. People even cashed out and got consoles on there. So back then they still had PS3 stuff and they had some cool. So I remember I bought a few PS3 avatars. I bought a few PS3 games. And then one last final thing I got was basically just a PSN code. I think it was like a $5 one or $10 one. I can't remember. I think it was $10. It wasn't 5, it was 10. And that one was 500 points, but it was pretty cool. After that, I kept on forgetting my password for that shit. To be honest, I kept on forgetting because they didn't have the PSN sign-in thing where you could sign in with your PSN. So I forgot about it. And I remember 2016, Sony wanted to reinvent Sony Rewards again. But again, the app sucked. The website wasn't the best. So they did it where if you got platinum trophies, every 10 platinum trophies you got, every 10 that you ended up getting, you would get like 100 points. I believe it was like 100, or I don't know 100% what it was. I think it was either every platinum trophy you got, you get 10 points, or it was every 10 platinum trophies you would get 100 points. Whatever the case was, that was pretty cool. I thought some people thought it was sick, but honestly, man, you would have to platinum a whole shit ton of games to even afford most of the stuff on the Sony Rewards stuff. The points were kind of crazy. Like I said, it was mainly for people that had that PlayStation credit card, if I'm gonna be honest, which wasn't bad for what it was. But it mainly was for those people that had a credit card. I know some people still use it to this day. I don't know if it's still active anymore that Sony Rewards is done. But after that, that was in 2017, 16 is when they did that. they immediately shut it down in 2018, I believe it was. And then we didn't really hear much from Sony Rewards. Honestly, it was still up and running. Most people are using it the way they used it. Honestly, like I said, if you had the credit card, you basically were using it and still redeeming points. Like I said, 11,000 points a night at a hotel. You could literally cash out on a new Sony camera, on a brand new TV. At the time OLEDs are out, you could probably, if PS5s were available on the site, right, on Sony Rewards, if you had enough points, because I think it was like in the 100. So I believe a PS5 at the time was like 106,000 points to get, and also that was like around the time when the PS5 launched too. So getting that would be like the best way, because no one could really, you don't have to worry about scalpers, you don't have to worry about that. If you had the points, you could get it. But we didn't hear much about it. And then 2020, I decided to go check my Sony Rewards, because I was like, it was gonna shut down very soon. We got the announcement that it was shutting down, or that it was going to shut down in like within a year or two. It was going to shut down fully, like I think the year after, 2021 or 2022. I can't remember when they were going to fully shut it down, but around that time. So I went to go check my Sony Rewards, and I called up because, again, like I said, I couldn't sign in. I remember that they added a thing where you could sign in with the PSN like login, but after that you couldn't sign in, so you had to call support. And when I called support, I got back in. And when I did, dude, apparently I had over 15,000 points. Never used 15,000 points. And I remember the guys told me, you want me to buy stuff for you on there while you wait, or do you want to just go log in? You'd have to wait a day or so to log in. I'm like, no, I'll log in myself. I went and I literally bought a bunch of gift cards for some food places like Subway, Domino's, and then, Best Buy. And then I bought a few PSN cards, and I bought a few physical games. And I remember Ghost of Tsushima had already came out, so I ended up buying some Ghost of Tsushima like merchandise and stuff like that, and then whatever else I bought. But I bought a whole shit ton of stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool. But the sad part was, man, when I had bought this stuff, right, when I got it with those points, I was like, damn, like, this is all off of me just playing games and buying games or whatever it was, right? I was like, this could have been a good service if they actually integrated fully with the console. If they actually showcased it more with people on the console, it would have actually done even more well. But it was what it was. That shut down, and then we didn't hear much. And then finally, 2023, I believe it was, we finally got PlayStation Stars. And it was like a collectible thing at first. Like, they're showing off some cool collectibles you can collect. It's kind of like how Astro's Playroom was, where you can basically collect like PlayStation history and just kind of go on from there, whatever it was. And then you can earn points off of your purchases. So it was essentially like Sony Rewards, but in a way, it's more integrated with PlayStation, meaning that anything you buy in PlayStation, it counts. It has nothing to do with the credit card. It has nothing to do with, spending money outside of PlayStation. So it was cool. I thought it was nice. I mean, honestly, everyone I saw on Twitter, or people I'd even think would even know about this, they knew about it. So a lot of people are taking advantage of it. A lot of people are buying games. When they buy games, they get a PSN card, a $20 one or a $5 one. I'd mainly cash out on the $5 ones. I cashed out on a few $20 ones. Then also, I have about 700 points, as you can see, that I have nothing to do with now. I already bought my last PSN card that I needed to. It was like a $20 one, and that was used for Mind's Eye. Big fucking mistake, but is what it is, man. But I think PlayStation could have done much more with this service. I think they could have expanded it even more. They'd never even integrated fully with the PS5. I mean, I don't know what they were doing with this. I think they're trying to like find out how to do it. Sony is the only person who has shut down their own rewards programs like at least 3 or 2 times. It kind of is annoying because certain things that are actually good for the platform, they take away. I'm not sure if it's because of people, they were cashing out PSN cards or whatever it might have been, but at the end of the day, when you have a good thing and people love it, Sony just don't like that. It's one of the stupidest things in the world. So there's also a thing way back in the day that Sony did that they never do now, but you could bid your PlayStation trophies. You could literally bid them, mainly your gold trophies, I believe it was. I don't know if it was mainly your gold trophies. You could bid stuff and get like stuff off the site. Hakum, he literally bid like, I don't know how much it was, like 6,000 gold trophies to get that one Killzone lifelike statue where it's like a costume basically too. So essentially, dude, this was cool stuff PlayStation was doing back then. They never do now. I don't know when PlayStation will start doing that again. I don't believe they're gonna start doing it again because it really depends, man. I think the way trophy hunting is now, a lot of people would probably bid a whole shit ton of stuff on that. Honestly, I think a lot of people exploit it, so I don't know why they would do it again, but it would be cool if they did it again. Honestly, that'd be more engaging with people. I mean, it would be pretty cool what type of prizes they have up there for you to get. But what comes after PlayStation Stars, I really don't know. I could see them doing something again, maybe even, honestly, maybe even integrating trophies more. But I just have a feeling if they do that, if it has anything to do with you cashing out PSN cards, I expect it to get shut down. I feel like when they realize that a lot of people get engaged with something that they actually think was not going to be that big, and it starts like, you know, where they're like, damn, like people are buying PSN cards. I don't think we like that. Like, I think when they see shit like that, it kind of makes them not want to like continue it. It's one of the weirdest things in the world, man. Honestly, I want to know how many points did you guys have on Sony Awards? How many stuff, like how many PSN cards did you guys end up cashing out on? And also, what are your thoughts on PlayStation Stars? Did you even care for it? Did you care for whatever it was? I personally, I actually liked it, and I actually did care. That kind of wish it would have stayed longer, but it is what it is. It was only alive for like 3 years, man. It lasted way longer than Concord. So you know, you got to give it that. It definitely did way more better than Concord. So you know, that's just that. But yeah, man, I will see you guys next time. Let me know down below. Have a nice weekend. Stay sane and never lose hope. Peace.